Yes, I got glasses, and that's part of this video, but the main part is coming up, so don't worry. First of all, I am freaking excited for fall. If you can't tell, I'm going through a punk phase / goth phase. Thanks, Lauren. JK, babe, I love you. I am just so ready for fall. Honestly, October is my favorite month of the year, but it's so hectic. Don't even get me started. This video will be an hour long. But yeah, I just came home from school and I wanted to change into a shirt that wasn't my school shirt, you know, for safety reasons. And this is a vest. It just zips down. It's not really supposed to be a shirt. And it was a bit too low, so I put I don't know if you can see it, but I put a little bow right here to tie the collar. I know you can see it. This is pretty cute, if you ask me. And I think I'm gonna wear it more often. And I would not have known how much I love that if it weren't for filming this video. So thank you, this video. Even though you're gonna take forever to edit and whatnot. Thank you. But about the glasses, I had to get them because I could not see the notes on the board. And I'm literally about from here to my door, which really isn't that far away, from the board in class, and I can't see what's on the board. That's a problem. But I like them, and the eye doctor was really nice and funny. He showed me a bunch of lenses that would fit my eyesight better, and I said, ooh, this one is perfect. And then he switched to a really blurry one, and I said, ooh, I don't like that at all. And he goes, cause that's your eyesight. It was if you were to put a blur feature, I'll insert it here, with the blur text feature, that's what my eyesight looked when he went from the clear lens to my actual eyesight. It was insane. But I don't have to wear my glasses all the time, and that's a good thing because I sweat a lot right here. I don't know why, and it's not helping that something is there, just making it worse. This is pretty urgent, although I didn't get around to filming this video very quickly because I don't know. See, that's the problem with me. Either it takes me forever to edit or it takes me forever to film. I'm a bad YouTuber. That's why I'm not a YouTuber. I don't classify myself as a YouTuber because I'm just that bad. But just wait. This is Clue. Let go. Ow. Frick. We got them about 2 weeks ago, I'd like to say. A month if I don't get around to editing this video. We all know that's gonna happen. But the story of how we actually got them is quite interesting. One day my mom was on Facebook and she showed me a picture of a white Persian kitten, and she told me that one of her friends, Miss Kelly, found it in her backyard along with 3 other cats and the mother. They were strays and they didn't have a home, so she's trying to get someone to adopt them on Facebook. So I jokingly said, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it! And she said, well, I'm actually thinking about getting a kitten. What? I went from because honestly, I was in shock. I didn't know she was that easy. I mean, I've been asking my dad for a dog, truthfully, genuinely, for about a year, and does he have one? No. My mom was so easy. And then I thought to myself, well, she's just thinking about it. It's not like we're actually gonna get a kitten. Next thing I know, we're going to Walmart buying kitty litter, a litter box, and a collar, and cat toys. Oh, cat toys galore. But whenever we came home with the stuff, Hunter, my brother, he's only 9, he said, I don't want a cat! And he started crying, which he does a lot. Don't pity him. This happens twice a day. But he was really upset because he just did not want a cat. He's afraid of big dogs, he's afraid of other dogs, he's afraid of cats, he's afraid of kittens, he's afraid of everything under the sun, basically. So he did not want a kitten. But that didn't matter because my mom wanted a cat more than anything at that moment. So we drove all the way out to where her friend was, which it was about maybe an hour and a half ride. It was pretty far away. We brought Hunter along. He was crying for the entire time. I mean, it didn't faze me. I mean, it was nothing new. We brought Mr. James, my mom's friend. When we arrived to the house, my mom received a text message from the lady that said, we can't find the cats. What? What? Me being the hopeful person I was, I said, you know what, let's just go in anyway and check. Before then, they lived behind the palm trees and the shrubs in her garden, so we looked there. They were nowhere to be found. We looked at every plant, basically, in her garden. They were nowhere to be found. We couldn't find them. And for those of you who are thinking, well, why didn't she just move them inside so they wouldn't run away? Well, you can't do that. They're strays. And they're cats. Cats, even in captivity, don't listen. Imagine bringing a wild cat inside. They're going to freak out. They're probably gonna claw someone. So they were gone, and she said, well, if we see them, we'll call you. But Mr. James was just like, they're not coming back. We found out how they escaped. There was a very huge missing part of a fence, and it was like a plank that was bent open, and so the cats could probably fit through that. And I've seen some cats crawl under like a door crevice, and you know, this like tiny little space between a door and the floor. Yeah, I've seen that happen. A cat. It is what it is, but Hunter is fucking crying again. You hear him? He's in the bathroom crying. I don't know, I couldn't decipher that. See, I'm not lying. He cries like every day. But yeah, I was just looking around the neighborhood, like looking for some sort of like movement to hint that a cat was there, and I couldn't find anything. And so we went on the road, headed back home, and I was just really upset. Like, I even told my mom, I just really wanted a cat. So lovely Mr. James says, well, doesn't Petco have cats? My mom said, I don't know, and so I pulled up Petco's like near us and gave them all of their phone numbers so she could call them and make sure. The first one, I think it was on Bluebonnet, I don't remember, but they had 2 kittens that were each a year old, and I mean, that's not what we were looking for. We were looking for at least like in the months range, because you can't really train cats, period. So it's better to try to train them when they're very, very young. But these cats, they were offering for $250 each. They didn't have their shots, they weren't fixed. They were not what we were looking for, so we decided to keep looking, and so we found a Petco on Perkins Row, and they had 2 kittens, each at 10 months old, and they had their shots, they had been fixed, it was perfect, because it was only $75 for both of them. So we walked into Petco, and immediately my first thought was, oh my gosh, this black cat is the color of my soul. It's fate. And it was so sweet. It was like walking up to the glass so you could pet it. And the other one was just sleeping, basically. And Mr. James tried to wake it up by knocking on the glass. And I kept telling him, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And he didn't listen. He doesn't listen. He's an adult. He doesn't listen. He's a kid adult that doesn't listen. We were only going there for one cat, and I told my mom, I want this black cat. So a lady that works there comes and opens the gate so we can like play with the cats, and I get the black one. My first impression is, wow, he thinks he's a parrot because like he's climbing from my safe and nourishing arms to my back. I don't know why. And so Mr. James looks at the gray tabby that was next to the black cat and goes, can I play with this one? I want to like see how he acts or whatever. And he holds the cat and he's like, I like this one. Because it immediately just falls asleep. And Mr. James just goes, can I have this cat? Hunter was still terrified. He didn't want to do anything. He just did not like the cats whatsoever. But we're just like, shut up, Hunter, no one cares. It sounds so mean, but honestly, he cries like every day. I'm not even exaggerating. He cries every day. I don't want to eat this rice and gravy. Then why did you ask for it? Because I wanted to eat rice and gravy. Son! So my mom signed the papers to adopt both the cats, and we took them home, and we decided on names for them. I am the kind of person that really likes unique names, not like Shakaldra or something. That poor person named Shakaldra. That's an actual person, by the way. My mom deals with people like that, and names like that, because names are how she finds her clients. And she's usually assigned the ones with the wacky names. But when I say unique, I mean like something you'd see in an anime. You know, like I once wrote a novel called Stand By Lyric, and Lyric is the name of the girl in the story. Lyric is a very pretty name to me, and it's very different, it's very celestial, you know what I mean? Like zodiacs and all that. Yeah, that's a category that I created basically to describe all the things I love. Clue is one of the names that I found from a dream that I had. Should I explain it? Yeah, I should. So I was with these 2 people. It was a girl and a boy, and apparently the boy really liked the girl. He wasn't a stalker or anything, but he was just like, she's so pretty, I love her, her personality's amazing. Basically like Reese. Hey boo! But he had black hair and like green eyes. And the girl had like lavender hair that was like completely straight, like she flat ironed it every day or something like that. And she had like bright, vibrant green eyes. I refer to this dream as Where's Maybridge because that was her name. Maybridge, and she went missing. And I had to help the guy that really liked her find her to tell her that he liked her, and his name was Clue. But yeah, Clue had black fur, and he had like I said, greenish, yellowish eye color, and it just clicked. I mean, at first, Hunter wanted to name it Mystery, and we actually called it that for a solid day or two, but it didn't respond to it at all. So I tried calling it Clue, which was actually my choice of what to call it, and it responded. So I'm calling it Clue from now on, whether they want to call it Mystery or not. And Scout, the name, actually, a lot of people might know, especially if they're in my class, because they take Miss Weathers. I love Miss Weathers. I'm not saying anything bad about her, okay? I love her to death. Scout is from a book that we're reading, To Kill a Mockingbird. The reason why I chose Scout was because the colors of the book that we were reading, of To Kill a Mockingbird, I'll try and find a picture to insert it, because the colors in the book resemble Scout, the cat, the gray tabby. Again, it clicked, and he responded to it perfectly fine. They're both boys, by the way, and they're brothers. When we brought them home to Pebbles, she was like, "What is this? Who did this? Take them back, please." After a week, she definitely warmed up to them. They don't hiss at each other, they don't growl at each other, it's all good. I used to think that I was a dog person exclusively, but I think I'm just an animal lover. I love animals. And I'm so glad I can be with my kind now. If I had the cat ears today, it would make way more sense. Reese gets it, don't you? So what started out as us only getting one cat ended up with us getting 2 cats. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and if you like all of my videos, then subscribe. I will see you again. Bye!
Gotta go so fast. Kill me.
Do. I am the one. Do. I am the one.
Oh, hello, and you got food for me, right? Help. I is stuck. I can't get off. I can climb. Whoop, I fell.